So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Working from the gun, Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now here's Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On first down, Mahomes. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there at 22. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Mahomes now on first down. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. The sack there by Roquan Smith. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Mahomes now to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Extra point by as they'll send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And the tight end goes in motion left. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down. A free safety ran all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
That is ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. Jackson on 1st down. He's going to air one out. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. So they get the interception, and almost as importantly, a big return after that.
And who was the guy that saved the touchdown, partner? The guy who threw the interception. A lot of times, he just gives it the old Olay, but give him credit. He went old school. He was determined not to make this a pick 6, and he got there in time to make the tackle.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And that'll be caught by Tony. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Mahomes going to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up a terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And no run back here for more. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. Set at the line for this next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level. And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive linemen. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. From the 41, Jackson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. The slot man in motion right. On 2nd and 12, Jackson incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 3rd down, Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. the gun, it's Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have cut it back within a score. Oh, he missed it. No good. So this remains a 4-point game. Back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3. Right? He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. In one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 18. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. To throw is Jackson. Able to locate Andrews here on the out route. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Dobbins. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
I know the speed is the hallmark for today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is stopping the linebackers set the edge.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He finds his man. It's Charlie Kolar. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 42 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. The The center receiver in motion to the right. Fourth down, here's Jackson.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed.
And the Chiefs are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Well, they were so close to the goal line, Charles. 4th down, they figure, well, we'll go for it. But the decision to pass winds up being a bad one with that interception.
Well, I think you said it really well. They may have just figured we're this close, we may as well go for it. Or they had a plan right from the beginning coming into this game to be aggressive. In any event, it didn't work out for them.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. A big play there for KC. 43 yards. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
Mahomes to throw once more. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by Marcus Williams. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind, going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
They'll run with Dobbins. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They'll try to run with Hines. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Nyheim Hines, as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
Would have moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now here's Mahomes. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. Past the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup, as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Offense set at the line for this next drive.
And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest, but now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Now Dobbins again on second down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards they lost, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 34.
I see him shaking his head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now it's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 47 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive. And these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the run. They got it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal?
Dobbins will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. The quarterback will keep it himself. And he'll get in for the 2 points, and in so doing, cut the deficit to 2 points. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun on your team, you've got to be careful right here.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for KC. 46 yards.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I like the thought process. I like the design. But I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man. Because if you're going to run that drag route, you've got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until the receiver's too close to the sideline, and they don't get the yards after the catch.
And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. So 3 points response there to that opening touchdown this third quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because We don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Come on, boys. We got this.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Jackson. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Play action. Now Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. To throw is Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And out of bounds right around the 20. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
This is Hines. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
An option handoff here to Dobbins.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
They'll try and run the option left side. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Not a lot of success to be found there.
You got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
They go play action with Jackson. And he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with Dobbins.
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away.
And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
From the 27, Mahomes. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Mahomes going to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, one thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around.
And you'd think on third down, they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
That's caught left side by Hardman. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. Down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, a 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Chiefs answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Booker is on target.
And they will take a 7-point lead. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10.
We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Jackson.
This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 41-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Jackson.
They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Jackson to throw.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force being right there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime. And because of that, really nobody presses to throw the football with him.
And typically, what would you want to do against that guy? You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You have to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Now Jackson. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is second and less than a yard. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball